this video basically is a tool purchase. Got another video coming up on why I was having a hard start off my belt tensioner. As you see, take a guess on what that is, but that'll probably be the next video. Wires, it's my breaker bar right here, coolant, slack adjuster, airbag, trailer lights, you name it, I probably got it. This is how you be an owner op, but let's get to the video. All right, so first and foremost, I got my set of sockets. I paid $50 for this. $50 for this. I got every set. If it's not in here, it's in that tool bag. But it basically goes from $5 all the way up to $19. And it's pretty convenient because I got the deep walls. And these are your basic sockets. And I got these two, right? Everything's in there. Everything is here. It's just all scrambled around. So, I paid $50 for this. And this right here is a game changer. Guys, if you don't have, you know, if you're not real handy, somebody's pulling in. If you're not real handy, at minimum, just have this so you have your basic set of tools. If you're a lease op, yeah, if you're an owner op and you actually work on your truck, have this minimum. You have to have that. Trust me, you're gonna save money by just having this by yourself. Alright, and I got my flashlight. This thing is pretty cool. So it's got 3 settings: bright, little bright, and then I got the strobe. That's pretty cool. It's a USB charger. It charges your phone as well, and you can charge it by USB. That's pretty cool. I got 2 of these. So these, you gotta have a flashlight. You know, this is pretty cool. All right, so now I got this wrench right here. This is my go-to wrench. 1/2-inch drive, Harbor Freight, flex head. This thing gets me in and out of situations. And then it's cool because it tells you which way you can go to break the bolt loose. The only problem I have with it is this nut keeps coming loose. But I mean, I've been catching it for the most part. But I mean, the thing with buying, and I also got this toolkit from Harbor Freight. The thing with buying stuff from Harbor Freight is they warranty the majority of their shit. And that's a win-win. So again, this is my go-to wrench, 1/2-inch drive. If I can't break it, then I got that. I got my pipe for my breaker bar. So I broke the pitman arm loose with this bar and just this wrench, just myself. And worst comes to worst, just get a bigger pipe. I got all these sockets here. I got 20 to 24, right? You need to have the big sizes. I got my 28, 31, 34. I got my wrenches all the way. This right here is a wire stripper. You're gonna need wires. It depends on who you are. If you're like a real get busy type of dude, get you a set of wire strippers. I don't prefer these. They're cool, but I prefer these. These are my go-to wire strippers. Harbor Freight as well, Pittsburgh, I believe. I think these are like $5. All right, yeah, so I got your basic set of wrenches. For these wrenches right here, I got 20 to 34. I don't think you need a 35 or a 36. Maybe you do, but I haven't had the use of paying for it. So get you these big wrenches, 20 to 34, every single wrench. Just get these, the ones that count from 20 all the way up to 34. Don't get the other halves. I'm not saying you might not need it, but these are pretty sufficient. Because let me give you an example. 11/32 is should be the equivalent to 17.5 millimeters, right? And a 17 millimeter is only basically a half inch smaller. So for if you're trying to put this on a nut, you should be able to screw it on there. You shouldn't have a problem. All right, now I'm gonna jump forward to my 3/8 ratchet. I just bought this. I don't have too much faith in it because, like my other half-inch drive, this thing is real thorough, real thorough. And it's not that this isn't thorough. It's just that this thing it extends, right? This is a real useful design. The design to it is really useful. But the bolts that we're working on trucks got about 200 to 300 foot-pounds of torque. Maybe like 70 to 80 foot-pounds of torque. 80's kind of pushing it. But this thing is useful because you can go from this to extending it out and getting leverage. It's pretty hella useful. And then it's a 3/8 drive on this side, and it's a 1/4 on this side. Very useful. So, and then it's got the on and off. You can't lose with these Harbor Freight tools. It comes with a warranty as well. So watch what you're breaking on. As long as you're breaking it on 60 foot-pounds of torque bolts, this is a go ahead for sure. Go ahead. All right, you gotta have your vice grips. Have multiple sets. These are called vice grips, if anybody doesn't know. Vice grips. It's two different styles. You got these, the open mouth, and then you got the flat mouth. These are better for grabbing. See the difference in the two? See how it's flat? See how that one's not flat? It's basically different gripping. That's all it is. 15-inch adjustable. This is also a go ahead. You gotta go ahead and get this, because this thing will get you out of, it's self-explanatory, adjustable wrench. The only downside is this shit's got a huge head. Sometimes you can't slip it into certain areas, so then you gotta go ahead with the wrenches. All right. Then I got my sockets. I actually have this set. I just had to buy this set because I needed, I think I needed the 18 or the 19 off of this. I lost it, so I just bought the whole set. Why not? Then you got to get your torques. I call these torque sockets. These come with 10 to 50. I'm surprised these are still on here, but you got to have a set of these because these are good for your dashboard, taking apart your dash panel. Your seat belts run off of these. Most stuff in your bunk runs off of these right here. Get yourself a pair of pliers. These aren't really necessary, but trust me, long nose pliers are a go ahead because I don't know the name of the clips, but there's your coolant hoses, right? In order to get those clips, you gotta hold them down like this to clamp on them. And these aren't long enough to get in there. They're never long enough. Or, you can't clamp on it or something because you don't have the length behind it. So get yourself a pair of long nose pliers. Extensions. 3/8, quarters, half inch. Get yourself extensions in all sizes. All sizes. Just don't have one for each size. Get yourself extensions for all sizes. Right? Step ups. You gotta have your step ups. I don't know if they make a 3/4 ratchet. one of these in 3/4. I don't see why they would, but maybe they do. You gotta have crazy power. Get yourself a magnet just to have, and also get yourself a mirror. One of these type, a mirror, an extendable mirror, because sometimes you're gonna need to look in certain areas and you're gonna need it. You know, you're gonna have to stick this into this area. You're gonna need it and look, especially if you do a lot of work by yourself. You're definitely gonna need that. All right, get yourself a sledgehammer and a mallet. This is the mirror I'm talking about. Get yourself one of these. Get yourself something with a bigger mirror. A bigger mirror. All right, then I got my go-ahead wrench. Man, I love this thing, man. This thing right here, Harbor Freight Earthquake XT, cost me $120. This thing right here, it doesn't have the most torque, but this thing makes getting the job done. It's electric. This thing makes getting every job done like times 300%. Get yourself, if you have the money to get this, get these tools first. But if you have the extra money, get this fucking wrench. This is a right angle wrench, I believe. I don't have the part number, but basically you just turn it reverse or forward, and that's it. This thing only has 60 foot-pounds of torque, so don't get that part misconstrued. All you have to do is break it right here and it'll ratchet it up. And I'm telling you, this thing right here saves so much time. Like, you'll feel like a mechanic with this thing, I promise you. Do not try to break lug nut with this thing. It does not have power like that. All right, your basic set of sockets. Again, I got 20 up to 30. I think I got 20 up to 36 when it comes to these. You might have to special order each one, but this is just shit you're gonna need. You don't need to carry stuff like this in a truck, but you should. Save yourself a couple bucks. Allen keys set. Get you a set of Allen keys set. Harbor Freight sells the ones that you can stick on the ratchet, so those might actually be preferred a little bit better because you can get more torquey with them. But this is so much torque you can get, and I have to put it on a pipe, and it won't fit on that pipe, you know, because the thing's so small. So get you, if you're cheap, get this set. But if you can't, get the one that comes on a ratchet. Get yourself a little adjustable as well, man. Trust me. Now, when it comes down to getting sockets, I say get the metric and get the standard up to size 19. Because sometimes the small bolts, you can't really miscount the thread on that, and you could really strip the bolt by not having the right socket. So go ahead and get yourself the right sockets for sizes 5 through 20. Just get this kit right here, and this will be pretty thorough. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so my wrenches size 20 through, I think it's 8 through 14. I got the ratcheting heads. These things are just as convenient as this wrench. Now, obviously, it's not gonna work like that ratchet because that's electric powered, but this thing is it's convenient. If you can't afford this, I got the whole set for like $40 off of eBay. I think it came with 8 through 19. Get yourself a set of this. It even came with a box, which I broke, but we'll get into that. Okay, obviously screwdrivers. You need to have a flat and you need to have a fucking star, which for some reason I never could find my star. Keep yourself a set of gloves. 5/16. Fun fact: if you got a Detroit 12/7 and you're working on a fuel pump, it is a 5/16. That annoying bolt, 5/16. And don't get don't get a long socket, get a short one. Flex head universal joints, man. Get yourself a set of these. These things are convenient. I think this cost me like $7. Quick little review of this tool bag that I got, man. It's convenient because right here, it's hard. I just purchased this last week from Harbor Freight. I think it was like $20 or $14. I don't know. But see how it stands up? That's real convenient. It's got like little linen in it. It's pretty thorough. Let's just go over it real quick. It's 18 inches. It's heavy duty. 28 pocket. It does have some reinforcing carrying handles that are really thorough. Super tough tear resistant fabric. It is really tough because all these tools in here, if I was to take a guess, I'd say about like 40 to 50 pounds. Possibly